and the air was just ripe for modding. Skyrim Man 5000. Well, this is where we're at, Ireshot. My problem with the Windows shutting down my game was because of an SKSE plugin that was not compatible with the version of SKSE I was running. That's what I tracked it to. And it's, oh God, what's the name of that mod? Anyhow, it's combat pathing mod that they said was compatible with 1.5.97. It's not. Don't install it. Okay, but I really like the idea of combat pathing where, the enemies will instead of just coming at you and staying right at you, they'll actually circle around you, and it's a little better combat. Unfortunately, it's not compatible with 2.0.2 of SKSE, and it will straight up crash your game without a crash log. So we are now at 1,206 installed mods and 1,008 plugins. So this is the list, and I found out something else interesting too from reading around. We need to sort that list, by the way. But you don't need to use a downgrade patcher to get to 1.5.97. If you own Skyrim, you can go to Steam and you can download Enderal, which is a game that's built on Skyrim's engine. But it's actually, hey, what's up, Gears? It's actually built on 1.5.97. So it includes, if you download it from Steam, it's got the 1.5.97 executable and the Bink w64.dll. It's got both those files. So all you do is just drag them and drop them into your Skyrim folder. And then you've got kind of the best of both worlds without having to do any hex code hack, to downgrade it, which I thought was really cool. So that means I got to keep Saints and Seducers, I got to keep Curios, I got to keep Fishing, I got to keep all of the creation kit stuff, right? But I didn't have to go through the downgrade patcher. Let's take a look at my folder. So this is my very barren Skyrim folder. Okay, it like hardly anything in here. But oh, I do have a picture. What's this picture? Oh, okay. It's a picture of me running. Oh, I found out that you can actually run. That's Riva Tuner. You can run Riva Tuner with Mod Organizer 2. You just need to tell Riva Tuner to ignore Mod Organizer 2, and you need to have it use the hooks that are in Microsoft Windows instead of its own hooks. And then it'll run just fine with Mod Organizer 2. It won't crash it. So, but if we go here and we look at the properties and we look at the details, this says, you probably can't read it, but it says 1.5.97 right there. Okay, and this is the one from Enderal. So if I go into, where is it? Here it is, Enderal Special Edition. Right, it's got the Enderal launcher, but if you look here, that's Skyrim executable, and that's 1.5.97. Yeah, so that's how you do it without downgrading. You can downgrade it right here just by grabbing that file and grab that Bink. Where's the Bink file? There it is. So grab those two files, the Skyrim executable and the Bink from Enderall, and then drag them and drop them right into your Skyrim folder. And then you're on 1.5.97. So it's really simple. And that actually came from reading the forums, step forums, and listening to the guy who made, hey, what's up, Queen? The guy who did Beth I W. That's DOUBLEYOU, double U. So, but anyhow, that's where I found that out. So we should be good. The only thing I was having trouble with was first off it taking forever to fire up. So we're actually going to time this. I did grab something that I think may be helpful, and that's up here. It's probably in utilities. It's called Private Profiler Redirector. Private Profile Redirector. So if you don't have it, go grab it. Because what it'll do is it'll cache all of your INI files and hopefully um, speed up startup. Change graphs in the future. I'm back to just Folkvanger and Summer Tundra and Verdant because the pine grass was just way too heavy. Cathedral pine grass was way too heavy. Okay, so here we at it. 000, right? We're going to time it. Hold on to your butts. Now we're running. So we're going to see how long it takes. Fire the game up. Well, that was the initial flash. It was taking upwards of 7 minutes to start my game. So let's see if this gets it down. I'd like to see it start up in less than 3, but we'll see. Like I said, this is 1200 mods, so. Yeah, it's called, I had it written down here. Private Profiler Redirector. And it's a Skyrim mod. It's on the Nexus. You can find it. But we'll see if that actually does what it says it does. But it should cache the INI files, and it's kind of like pre-caching your shaders. Your game takes 1 minute 30 seconds at the moment. Yeah. Well, wait till you get 1200 mods in it. Then talk to me. So far, we're a minute 17 in, and I haven't even gotten the black screen yet. So, I mean, a bare bones Skyrim starts up pretty quick. You start getting this many mods in there, and E and B with shaders and everything else, and yeah, it starts taking a little while. But I have coffee, so it's all good. And what we're going to do is I started up a character, and I have a save right as I left I talked to the statue of Mara. Okay, and we said we were camping in the woods. So I've got a save right there. But I've got another save where I've already picked up Mist Flight and I've already picked up the paraglider. So I really want to do that one, and I want to just hop on the paraglider, hop on Mist Flight, and fly around and see if it's stable. So that's what today's going to be. Today's going to be checking to see if it's stable. And so we're at 2 minutes 30 seconds in right now. My initial tests were that it's pretty darn stable. I'm having trouble with the skydiving mod. I'm falling like a rock. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe you've got some insight on that one, Ireshot. What makes you fall like a stone with this skydiving mod? Okay, so we're at 2 minutes 54 seconds. We got the black screen, which is going to come before the logo. It's probably going to take about 4.5 minutes. We're at 3:15 right now. I wish I could optimize a little more. I love the layout of Mod Organizer 2. And I'm finding some other interesting things about it too, is that you can actually, you don't have to grab your mod. Okay, so we're at 3:30. We're at this screen in 3 minutes, 30 seconds. And like I said, I am running Riva Tuner. You can see it up in the corner. It's actually on this side. I have to remember, it's the other way. For me, it's this way, but for you, it's that way. It's like looking in the mirror, right? 4 minutes. We have spinning logo at 4 minutes. Well, that's better than 7 or 8 minutes. But still, I wish I could do it in like 2 minutes. So let's see when we get to the actual screen where I can click on something. We're going to be running resource monitoring in the background on the side here, so people can kind of see. We're at 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Better hurry up, I'm going to run out of coffee. Keep drinking all my coffee here. 4:45. It's going to take 5 minutes to start the frickin' game up. You watch. More than that. 58, 59, 5 minutes. That's a bullshit, Carlo. It's like, yeah, I'm going to turn on my game and then, go use the restroom, get a cup of coffee, grab a snack, pet the dogs, and then come back and it may actually be, running. Hopefully it gets better as time goes on. I do have indexing turned on. So hopefully it indexes all the files and makes them easier to find. Yeah, we're at 5 minutes, 45 seconds. Wow. 5 minutes, 45 seconds to get to the continue screen. All right, here we go. 5, 56, 57, 58, 59, 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh. Oh, wait, that's something else. And we're pulling 10, 11 gigs, 12 gigs, 13. So I found out about the VRAM thing that's up there. That's only what my system is allocating, not what it might be using. So this is our character. She is currently in combat because her tattoos are all lit up. Love the ambiance and the fog and everything. All right, let's, can we actually, yes we can. Okay, so I've got the scroll wheel for speed too. And magical jumping seems to be working fine. Well, we made it to a road. Are we out by Lake Ilanalta? I think we are. I mean, I like the fog, but we want to see what's going on. Oh, we're not by Ilanalta. We're over by Falkreath. Oh, thanks, Queen. So yeah, that's Falkreath. Let's go north. Yeah, we brought back the crow. So we'll have to look at probably And I did run Dynalod. Running the grass cache took 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours. Of course, I'm running grass cache for Beyond Reach, as well as Chanterelle, and a bunch of other world spaces too that we added in. The water's looking good. The tree loads are looking good, but that's probably really heavy. It's 50, 40. So I'd love to keep it above 50 frames a second everywhere. But we'll see. You know, the one thing I do want to check, I want to see if I'm falling like a rock. Yep, I'm falling like a rock. So there's still a problem with skydiving. Got a little bit of a battle going on down there. Alright, we're going to land over here. And we're going to turn on mist flight. And we got this set at 25 plus 25 speed. So we're going to stress test this bad boy. Let's see if we can crash it. So this is our stability test here. But yeah, we have a lot of trees. We are running Uhlenwald along with Nature of the Wild Lands, CG4, trees add-on from Wine Dave. That's where that tree comes from. We did have to re-add Fat's Garden back in. What's up? Going my own way? So we have to stop by Fat's Garden and celebrate a little bit because the game is running without crashing, and we figured out what the crashing problem was. It is a lovely garden. Alright. Stress test. So we're like, you know, over 50 here. That's good. I think it's mainly the heavy tree areas. We have the bent pines too. It's a great mod. Stress testing, baby. Let's see if we can crash it. Can we crash it? Let's go check out the reach. Oh, there was one I wanted to add on. There's a, oh my God! Look at all the goblins and Dirtzogs and Forsworn and oh my God! Yeah, we added a bunch of creatures and stuff. All right, let's change in the weather. There's an expansion for this particular this place here that adds a bridge that goes over here and a bunch of stuff on this hill. Now I don't know if it's going to conflict with this is the Oblivion Gate, right? The old broken Oblivion Gate. I don't know if it's going to conflict with that, but I'd love to really expand this place. So I'll probably add that mod in. Fado's a thank you. A wonderful showcase of his mod. Yeah. Putting back your extra trees in your next game, you miss them. Yeah, they can be heavy though. I mean, they're not that heavy up here. Up here I'm still holding right around, right around 50 frames a second. 50 to 60 is good. Anything over 50, I'm happy. When it starts dropping down into the 30s, then I've got a problem. So we've got the beautiful waterfalls too from Natural Waterfalls. And, you know, fallen tree bridges. Yeah, 58, 64, 62. And it's loading a lot of assets when we travel around the world this fast. I'm not sure if I like that color blue for the sky. Let's deal with that. So if we go here to sky, no, that's eye, that's sky. We turn that on. Roar. A few tweaks, you'll be testing your load order. Cool. We are stress testing. So like I said, the best way I found to stress test is just hop on mist flight and let's go fly around the world at really high velocity. So far it's looking pretty promising. Ooh, those are the 4th unknown's Dirtzogs. They're actually a cool critter. And those are Criticitties wolves. Hey, no, no! I'm only like level 1, leave me alone. Okay, I was having some crashing problems here, so hopefully this doesn't crash. I have an expansion for the Solitude docks. And I also grabbed this is a new ship for the Red Wave, which is a really nice ship model. But man, we're dropping into the 40s here. So that might be a little heavy. And this is the expansion. Looks like we may have some issues with the Solitude dock expansion with some trees. I may have to lose that. Or deal with the trees. Let's clear the weather up again. New subs, next gen gaming PC. When I watch video, option to go 2 levels above. 1080. Oh, cool. Yeah, I like this, but it's heavy. Heavy on the frame rate. Solitude docks expansion. You know, it'll drop me all the way down in the high 40s. And down to 30. So I may have to lose that. Which means I'm rerunning 9 to lot, but that's okay. So we're losing, let me lose the Solitude dock expansions. Dock expansion. These are things that are going to get cut. Just for better frame rate because it's dropping me down. There's a lot of clutter. I don't know, I might keep it. If it's only one spot that's dropping me down a little bit low. Let's see what it's like when I'm just walking through it. '30s. Yeah, it drops me all the way into the 30s. Okay, that is... We gotta do something about that sky. Is that a JK mod or Solitude dock mod? It's a Solitude dock mod. It's the Solitude docks expansion is what it's called. But man, there's a lot of clutter And it is dropping my frame rate down to 30, which is a little slower than I like. It does add a lot of content. Those are my Hales hawks up there too. All right. I'll have to decide whether I want to keep that or not. I mean, I got a lot of work to do over here in the CK if I'm going to keep it, because I got to remove a bunch of trees. And it looks like Ancient Lands is conflicting a little bit too. So I'd have to make a patch for that.
Finality.
So we're like 41 here. 47. What's the draw calls? Draw calls are probably still pretty high. No, they aren't. But I'm using 95% of my GPU. So it's really taxing out the GPU. This is a GPU bottleneck here. But man, them trees are thick. We got a lot of trees, man. And we've got some growing out of the same spot. All right. The GPU I have is a 3090. It's an Asus 3090. But yeah, I think we need to thin the trees out some. Up here we're up over 50, we're good. But yeah, Morthal Swamps, the trees are pretty thick. I have to decide, okay, which ones do I like? Hey, what's up, Blake? So let's take a look. This tree is from Nature of the Wild Lands. This tree Volumetric Mist, Nature of the Wild Lands. What is this tree right here? I'm thinking that that one is from Ulenwald. That's my character, Froldir, which means frozen flame. The beefy GPU. This is running DLSS. I'm running Pure Dark's upscaler. But the idea is I want to be able to fly around the world like this. And have it load all the assets. This is what we're doing. We're stress testing. And stay above 50 frames a second. I mean, I could deal with 45, but when it drops down into the 30s, up here we're up at 60, because there isn't very much to render up here, right? A raccoon. I love this snow. And you know, this snow, you can actually find it in a couple different spots. Fusher uses this, but, okay, who's this?
The master has gone, but Dervenin
Oh
will
no,
find him.
Dervenin!
Dervenin should not have gone.
Yeah, okay. We'll deal with the mad woman later. Yeah, have a good day, Queen. So Fusher uses that snow, but it's also available in Nature of the Wild Lands. Has that snow.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend. Damn.
So I wonder, are these guys missing a texture or are they just that color? No, they're just that color. A little bit of a battle going on over here. This is what I wanted to check. I wanted to look at this. Okay, cool. That's not bad. We got one dirt spot there. Let's go up to Labyrinthian. They look chaotic. Welcome to Labyrinthian. Are my trolls fuzzy? Are you fuzzy? Oh, you're pissed. Okay. I do have Fluffworks going on, but I got it overwritten by a couple other things. So let's go back through the Whiterun Valley here. See what kind of frame rate we're getting over here. So that'll drop into the 30, no, 40, 45, 53, 52, 51. So that, see, anything in the 50s I'm happy with. Anything, you know, over 45 we're good. All right, let's change the weather again. I did change the textures on these two trees. I made the branches a little bit darker. These are blue bows, deity trees of RK, but I darkened them up a little bit so they match the other trees in this area a little better. Set game hour to 10. Let's change the weather. All right, here we go. Do we have any baby mammoths? That's the new mammoth. A really nice retexture. But I wonder, I should have baby mammoths too. We got bandits.
I'll skin you alive.
Trolls didn't look fuzzy on your end. I didn't really get close enough to them. I'm looking for baby mammoths though. There's one. Oh, he's so cute. So yeah, we did grab the baby mammoths. Although I think there's a retexture for them. Well, we're right around 50s up in here.
So what was that?
Over here.
Probably need to thin the trees out a little bit. Here's the poachers. Up here we're 60. I do have one floating rock over here. This is from the vanilla game. I'll show you. See that rock right there? See where it's floating here at Blizzard's Rest? That rock is not connected to the mountain, and that's vanilla. So we need to fix that rock at Blizzard's Rest. It does look awesome, but I want to, I want to make it so people can actually play it, the Wabbajack, right? Were we timing how long we're flying around? Yeah, we're at 28 minutes. So I'd say we're running pretty stable. But I think we need to get rid of some trees. We do have one bandit here that's not wearing... She's named.
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the Empire anyway?
I told you, it's the
She's
wedding of Victoria.
she's running around in her underwear. Hall of the Vigilant is not destroyed yet. He's out there chopping wood. Better watch out. There's vampires coming for you. Got reindeer and goats and Mazinja left. I want to see how trees I can use the game. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm looking for really high poly trees. That's new. That's new too. Oh, I know what that's from. Those are the ice giants. Cabbage EMB. Yeah, I think that Ireshot's running it. And then I've got a combination of a bunch of different texture mods. Like this is SRB's sand and rocks parallaxed, right? Damn, that looks good. Yeah, here's our ice giants. Oh, chill, dude. And those are Mahales. We do not have floating mushrooms, which is good, which means it's using the right stump model and the mushroom model. Let's check out Dawnstar. Dawnstar is lagging my game. 31 frames a second here. Yeah, Cabbage, I don't know, it just... Ireshot likes it. It just seemed a little bit on the fantasy side, I guess, or maybe, I don't know, a little more washed out. I like a little more vibrant. Dark, I like darker and vibrant, you know. We have some kind of a... That's a Mahale monster there, too. Mahale's got some creepy monsters. There's our layabout. Function on begin state in script AA fly script B got stuck. Recursion loop. Exited loop to prevent performance issues. Alright, so we're having a problem with that's the mist flight. I think it all depends on what you're... Won't let me get out of this. Alright. Well, it's, let's see if we can land. Nope. Okay, so we're having trouble with the flying script. Got stuck in a recursion loop. We got to check the papyrus log. So we're going to have to shut this down, unfortunately. It's running stable, but that's a problem with the missed flight mod. So let's shut this down. We may have to get rid of missed flight. For Nat Weathers, better performance too, but the lighting and cabbage was superior. Okay. Well, I mean, I did other things for lighting mods, so. Well, that's not bad. How long did we run? 33 minutes. No, that wasn't technically a crash. That was a problem with missed flight. So I actually had to shut the game down. All right. How are we going to lighten up trees? Should we try to get rid of? I don't know. I mean, we still got Dindalod running. I don't know if it's going to be a problem. Well, let's hold on to your butts. Let's just turn Uhlenwald off. And that's probably giving me a problem. Yeah, Dindalod needs Uhlenwald. So I would have to shut Dindalod off too. Bummer. All right, well, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do a little bit of work in the CK. And we're going to make a patch. But yay, we're running pretty stable. That makes me super happy because it crashing, 3 minutes in, 5 minutes in, every single time. And it wasn't really no crash log. It was Windows was shutting down the process. It's something called ntdll.dll, which is a Windows System 32 file, right? Was actually closing Skyrim because I had an SKSE plugin that was for a different version than the Skyrim script extender that I was running. That's a problem. Okay, so we want all the tree mods. So let's just start with the word tree. And seasonal aspen trees, trees Wine Dave, CG4, fallen tree bridges, bulbos. I don't know if we need that. Water trees of Dibella, no. Sleeping tree patch, no. No, okay. So that's a good one to start with there. Let's grab Uhlenwald. Let's grab Nature of the Wild Lands. What other tree mods am I running? All right, how about CG4? Okay, we've got that. 3D landscapes. So that would be under S3D. Landscapes, next generation forests, water plants, mountain flowers. Okay, what other tree mod do we have installed? Alpine Forest of Whiterun Valley, that's another one. Timber is another one. Tree mod, tree mod, tree mod. Think, Nico, think. Uhlenwald, Nature of the Wildlands. Those are the two big ones. CG4 comes in right after that. Alpine Forest, Whiterun Valley puts in a bunch more trees in the Whiterun Valley. All the bulbous stuff is just a few trees here and there. That's not too big of a deal. All right, well, let's start that up. This is going to be our tree patch. And let's start clearing stuff out. Should we start in Falkreath area? Or should we start, because I know it's heavy down by the Dark Brotherhood. That's a really heavy area. Or should we start in Riverwood? Or should we start in Morthal Swamp? I think we should start in the Morthal Swamp, actually over by Solitude. I'm going to keep the Solitude docks going, but I want to clean up some of the trees over there. So let's start over there in Morthal, and let's clean out some of the heavy trees that are there. So we're going to go to Tamriel World Space. So this is how you have your cake and you eat it too. You put in everything you want, and then you start removing stuff until the performance is good. So, and we're going to go, let's go Tamriel World Space. Do we have anything Morthal? What about Solitude? That's Solitude. Solitude Dock. Let's go there. Oh, you know what we didn't put in? We didn't put in the Solitude docks. So we're out here at the Solitude docks, but I'm not going to be able to see what are we missing textures for? Is that a Nature of the Wildlands tree? Okay, I have no idea where that came from. It's loading the models, but not loading the textures. Okay, so we want to do, we need the textures too. That may be an Uhlenwald thing. That is a really long word. Some magic trees. Landscape. Okay, so that's Nature of the Wildlands. That's a Nature of the Wildlands tree. Okay, so we're missing the textures. Let's fix that so we can actually see it in game. Yeah, we want to save the changes to this plugin file, and we're going to name it tree optimization. Helps if you don't have caps lock on. Nico. And we're going to call this a patch. Save. Okay, so now we'll be able to load that up. Let's close this out. We need the textures from Nature of the Wildlands, which are not loading. So let's let this close out. All right. So thought I had I do have the textures in there. Huh. Okay. Um, hmm. Where would I have that? It would probably be here in my C drive, in my downloaded, and then we're looking for Nature of the Wildlands. So this one is 1.1 gig. This is 3.24 gigs. That's the latest one. Let's extract that to the desktop. And then we want to come back here and we're going to untick that one and remove it. No, remove. You're killing me. Okay. Then we want to go here. That's the autumn birch. Main files. We want this. Extract that to the desktop. And we want this. Extract that to the desktop. All right. Those are the ones we wanted. We're going to package that. And we're going to call that Nature of the Wildlands Unpacked. So that's going to take a minute, but then we're going to install that in the game, and then they'll show up in the CK. And then when we open the CK, we also want to grab Solitude Docs. We're actually going to create a different patch for just for the Solitude Docs. That way, if I ever want to remove just the Solitude Docs, I don't have to redo all the other patches. What's up, Ray Ray? We're packing up some stuff. It's going to take a minute. So enjoy watching the very slowly growing green line. I'm going to recycle some coffee. I'll be right back. You got to step over dogs. All right, so now we need to install this. So install mod, desktop, that one. And then we're going to open up the CK again, and we're going to grab Ancient Lands. We're going to grab Solitude Docks. And we're going to grab, we have something in our overwrite folder too. Let's see what that is. That. Okay. Let's see what's in our overwrite. Tree optimization patch Nico. Oh, okay. That was the one we made. So let's make that a mod. And we're going to call it tree optimization patch Nico. Hope I spelled that right. Optimization patch. Okay, well, okay. I do have a separator specifically for patches that I'm making. Like this fixes all the dead shrubs. This fixes the Ancient Lands deity tree. So these are what patches that are going to be specific to this load order, this Wabbajack list that I'm creating. So we'll put that one in there too. And then now we're going back to the creation kit. And we're going to make a new patch for Solitude Docks. We're going to work on that. So tutorial time. It's got the magic trees. I think basically we're just going to remove a bunch of trees that are growing through the Solitude Docks, just so it's not conflicting. And I think we're going to move over the Ancient Lands arch that's there. So let's open up stuff. We need tree. Let's find it. Tree optimization patch. That's going to be a master. Shooting off now, Jag, and give Nico a visit. Okay, thanks. Take it easy, Ray Ray. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. We want Solitude Docks. There's a clock tower. We got the Solitude clock tower too. That's a great mod. So Solitude Docks, we're choosing that. And then we're choosing Ancient Lands. Ancient Lands 2. Okay, so those are the three that are going to be masters. And we're going to make a new patch using those. Notice they have a piece of dwarven pipe floating in the air from Lux. Yeah. Where is it floating? Is it floating at 000 out in the middle of the Whiterun Valley above the giant camp? If it's floating there, that means it's a deleted item reference that needs to be cleaned using Quick Auto Clean. If it's floating somewhere else, it might just be that there was something there that got removed by something else. So it's in Markarth? Okay. No, chat's still going, Ray Ray. All right, so where are we going? We are going to the Solitude Docks. So let's go to Tamriel World Space. Let's go to Solitude, and let's go Solitude Docks. Okay, so now everything should show up. It's by Kolskager Mine. Okay, that's an interesting one. Okay, now we got to wait for everything to load. But this is all the new docks. Looks like they've put a couple occlusion planes here. That's what these yellow things are. Those are occlusion planes. So that's kind of nice. They put some occlusion planes there. It's going to take a while to load. It's a lot of assets. We have a tree. Okay, I see our first problem. Oh, it's not a problem. That tree is supposed to be there. I thought it was just growing through the dock. These trees may be an issue though. That one is probably okay. That one is, that's okay also. That looks okay as well. So if you hold your center mouse button, you can kind of move the camera all around with your mouse. Or if you use the scroll wheel, you can zoom in. Or if I'm using, this is the left control button, then I can pan around whatever I'm clicked on. So that's how you move around. This would be an issue. We have a tree growing through a very big tree, and that tree is growing through the house. So that tree needs to go bye-bye. And this tree also needs to go bye-bye. So now we have 2 deleted item references. What's up, Norman? But that ought to help a little bit with the draw call limit. The little trees look fine. There's a lot of clutter. Let's look at this tree. That tree's okay. What about this tree? Well, it's growing, it's doing okay. It's actually in dirt, so that's fine. Okay, that's all good. Let's go fix the ones that are across the way here, because this is where we had a lot of issues over here. They put some occlusion planes over here too, see? But you see now they have textures. They're not magic trees anymore. That's because we gave them some, gotta wait for things to load. How am I? I'm doing good. I mean, my game ran without crashing, so that's wonderful. That big old tree there, oh my God. We're playing in the CK right now because I have trees that are in bad spots. This is an expansion of the Solitude docks. So we're cleaning some stuff up here. So I'm looking for trees. Going to be a problem. Downloading a WebAjack for Skyrim VR. Ah, you can do it. You can mod 2 of them. Okay, so this must have assets that are part of a BSA file because they're actually not loading in the game. Are we just arbitrarily getting rid of trees? Yes, we are. Okay, do we need to thin that out? I think that's growing right through a wall. That one's pretty close too. That one is definitely growing right through a brick. You're gonna download my Skyrim so we can do Skyrim together? That'd be fun. I mean, if we're both on the same mod list. Let me, okay, so this is where we start dealing with trees that are growing together. You see this? So that's 2 trees that are in the same spot, which would be bad. So we need to get rid of one of them. Well, I guess that's all one tree. Man, this is some heavy, heavy, heavy trees in this area. Okay, so we're dealing with the, I don't want to get too much into the trees. We're just trying to deal with the Solitude dock expansion here and any trees that are an issue with that. That one's not actually growing into the building, so that's good. We had I thought there was through the Elven Ruin line on the ground. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I see it. This one, here, let's get a little closer so everybody else can see. Good eyes, thank you. You're talking about this guy right here, right? I thought we had a big chunk of Elven Ruin that was growing through part of our building. Where is that big chunk of elven ruin that was growing through part of our building? That might be a part of Stonehenge. Okay, that's looking a lot more cleaned up. Yeah, I think some of those assets are in a BSA file, so they're not loading. All right, let's look back over here. Yeah, it was, but I don't actually see it. Here, we'll spin around. There it is. Okay, so it's not showing up when I get close. It's that big one right there. So that's part of Dindalad. Because it's not going to let me click on that. And when I get close to it, it disappears. So I think that's part of Solitude Docks. I think that's supposed to be there. But I see a tree that might be an issue with it. That tree. Let's keep an eye on those trees. So that would be this tree. It would be this tree right here. And this tree right here. And maybe this. Oops. Put that back. Yeah, because that's that part of the ruin. All right, let's save this. And this is our Solitude Docks tree patch Nico. I will turn all of these to All right, Ray, take it easy. I will turn all of these to ESL files also. All right, so that should look better at the Solitude docs. There's assets there that are missing too. What's up, Jay? This is fun, right? Um, let's save this. We're gonna go into game. We're gonna check it out, okay? But I'm gonna optimize this to the point where it's playable at 50 frames a second, and then I'll make a Wabbajack out of it. And we're going to deal with, we're doing conflict resolution right now, and this is through the CK. So we're loading up, any of the mods that are conflicting. We can probably put this in there. We can probably get rid of these. Yes. Empty. Yes. We should have a new Solitude Docs tree patch in there. We're going to make that into a mod. So create mod. Solitude Docs tree patch. Oops. No caps locks. Nico. There we go. All right. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and turn it on. We're going to put that into our Nico list specific patches. So we're going to dump that right there. Let's sort this. And then we're going to jump back into game. We'll go back to the Solitude docs and see if I dealt with the trees that were growing through the docs. I think I did. I do like the darker screen for loot. Much easier on the eyes. And then we'll time and see how long this takes to fire up. Last time we were talking like 6 minutes. Right? Apply that. Close that. SKSE. You're going to miss QW's grass when I remove it. You know what? Running Folkvanger and QW's grass is just, it's really, with the Cathedral Pine grass, it's really thick. And it's a killer on the frame rate, Take your list and make it into a Wabbajack, you could. How about you take your list and make it into a Wabbajack yourself? It's a lot of work. For the last 2 weeks, I've been working at least 8 hours a day. I'm retired, but I'm at this computer at least 8 hours a day for the last 2 weeks to get this mod list where it is now. Wow. Yeah, that's cray, dude. If you want to do that work, have at it. So we're going to reset this. We're running our timer again. Here we go. Let's see how long it takes to fire up. Origins of the Forest, that's hitting it hard? No. I ran Origins of Forest and Folkvanger with Summer Tundra with Verdant for the longest time, and I could pull good frame rate. So I don't think that's it. I think it's the 3D pine grass that's really heavy. That was the first thing that I said to you, right? Was that it's really thick? Yeah, it's really thick. And that can be a killer for frame rate. I mean, it looks great. So don't knock it if you got the hardware to do it. If you don't have a bunch of other stuff in there and you want to spend your resources, again, it comes down to, okay, you've got this many resources. So you're taking a little bit out of your resource pile every time you're adding something into the game, right? Okay, so if you want to take a big chunk of it out for grass, then yeah, do it. But that leaves less of it for other things that you would like to add. So again, you break out the scales, right? You got to do the balancing act, okay? For your frame rate versus graphical improvement, let's find the balance here between frame rate and graphical improvement. And that's what we're doing. And that's all based upon, okay, well, how big of a pool do you have to pull from to begin with? So what hardware? How optimized is your system? Are you running, PureDark's DLSS upscaler? Are you running EMB or just reshade, or are you running both? Are you running RTGI, which I am, right? I'm running a full Rudy's EMB with reshade with ray tracing RTGI from Pascal Glitcher and also PureDark's DLSS upscaler for EMB. That's a big chunk right there. Yeah, there's going to be compromises. Trying to get 150 mods to work on console. I think I'll wait a while before using over 1,000 mods. Yeah, it's a challenge. It really is a challenge. I mean, I knew that. Okay, we're at this screen now in 250. Patches, I don't know. That would be a little bit different, I think they need to kind of be built into it. I think it is a little bit easier, but you can't go into the CK on console and create a patch for two mods that you'd like to use that aren't already patched together. I mean, if they're already patched together, okay, so we're at 336. Not bad. We're to spinning logo in you're no hurry to find out. Come on, spinning logo. You got 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're at 4 minutes. No, so 4:01 spinning logo. So about 4 minutes to get to the spinning logo. With 1,200 mods. And a lot of added content. You gonna check out that mod? Oh, which one? This one, right? Private profiler redirector. That one. Well, now we're at 5 minutes. Just it pains me to have to shut the game down, because to turn it back on takes 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Nico Fresh. So yeah, good time for a break. Oh, or to stretch. We'll get back in. We'll fly around some more. We gotta go down to Riften. I want to see what the what my seasonal aspen trees look like down there and how stable it is. So we are at that screen at 5 minutes 53 seconds. Yeah, about 6 minutes to fire up. We're now at 6:03. And we're still loading the VRAM. 10 gigs, 11 gigs, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, it's going to take some serious hardware to run this list. 16. Okay, we're back here. All right, so 6:30 and we're in game. All right. So when you talk about lighting, and you talk about you really like, I do have the 43 in my directory, yes. 43, 46E, and 47. All of them. I really like the fog and the lighting like this. The SSD determine how fast the game starts up. I don't think so. It's got a lot to load. I mean, SSDs are helpful. That's poor Flying Fred. Oh, we fixed his underwear too, by the way. And he's got the blackface bug thing going on. Fred, why do you have blackface bug? Yeah, I love that lighting. She's still in battle with something. Okay, yeah, we're 44, 47.
What was that?
Oh, we're going to Solitude, aren't we? North, 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 north. Yeah, let's clear the weather up. Modpocalypse? If I re-export his face-gen data, then I won't have that. I am using a blackface fix mod, but it's not working. So I'll just go into the CK and re-export the face-gen data for Fred. That'll fix the issue. Yeah, get a load of that. We got some serious LOD, baby. At 60 frames a second. I just wish I could figure out this. Because we're falling like a rock, baby. So why aren't we gliding? There's a sleeping tree. Yes, all of my textures are parallaxed. So these ground textures are parallax textures. We'll stay in first person view here for a minute. These are parallaxed. The road is parallaxed. So yeah, this running at, 50 frames a second or better, I can totally deal with that. This dropping down to 45, nah. But I'm wondering, it's not a draw call limit. My graphics card's running at almost 100% usage, 97. So my graphics card is the bottleneck here. And that's a 3090 getting bottlenecked. So I may have to go into Pure Darks, into this right here. This is Pure Darks Upscaler. And what are we on right now? So this is the DLSS preset, is preset C. So let's try preset B. And let's see if that changes things up any. So okay, now we're at 55, 56, 50, 48, looking that way, 49. That gained me a little bit. So I might just need a different preset. There's my fancy sleeping tree. Should we tap it? Tap that bad boy. Why does it look big? Taps like into the tree. Tap it. Okay, we got it. I do love parallax. everything parallaxed. Should we go pray at the shrine? I mean, like this is from Omnibus, and these are parallaxed also. Pray at the shrine. No, we just wanted to make sure we didn't have any diseases. Oh, these are the better strong boxes. They should be animated. Oh, they are. Cool. Oh, we're taking all that shit. Here, let's check out the animation. Nice. So that's snazzy strong boxes. Better third-person selection. Better run through the jungle. Okay, so here we're down in our 40s. Again, what's this? That's 11,000 draw calls, 98% usage. Yeah, there's the snazzy strong boxes. There's a strong box replacer also that goes along with it. You don't look that happy, girl. This is not KS hair. This is Zing and Dint. And this is Denari's. We have an abomination over that way. Mod for console that has your character's hairstyle or close to it. Yeah, it's Denari's hair from Dint and Zing. Yeah, that's Dint has this hair. There's another version of it where the hair kind of flows over the shoulder to the front, but same braids in the back, which is kind of nice too. We're trying to go that way. Community overlays? I'm not sure if they made those or not. Let's see if we can buzz this hawk here. So no problem here. We're up 60 plus. This is looking over Robbers Gorge. 60 that way, 65, 71, 62, 56. So all of that frame rate here is good. We need to go up this way. Those are nice tree models. I'm not sure where those are from, but those are nice. All right. Let's get there a little quicker, shall we? So if we wait for things to load, 50 frames, 44, 45, but look at how thick the trees are here. 47, 46, 44. That's some thick shit there. That's like, you know, Cathedral 3D pine grass, thick. I think I might have to get rid of Involved, but we'll see. Or just go in there and really thin it out. All right, let's go check out the docks. Oh, okay. Different person, huh? Okay, so we took the trees. We still have one tree that's kind of an issue. I don't know. We can leave that one. It's kind of growing up through it, but it's not bad. We did take care of all the trees that were growing through this dock expansion. So that looks pretty good. Yeah, this drops me down 35, 31. What's the draw calls here? 12,000. GPU's only running at 57% usage. My CPU is really taxed out. This is CPU bottleneck here. Would need a patch, yeah. Alright, well let's go up this way. We're going to head off towards... Can I go faster? Yeah. You know what we need? There's a wraith there. This is what we need right over here. Snag.
You can't challenge me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that supposed to...
Run away now. And we're being chased. Yeah, let's get somewhere safe, and then we'll go deal with this. We need to change the weather here a little bit. So yeah, I am digging that too. This is from Mahale. This is Ice Giants. I like that new camp. I wonder if our... So there... I might be having an issue here. My ice isn't refracting like it used to. So I actually have snow on top of the glaciers. Let's go check out the ice. GKB waves. Oh, there's another one. I gotta figure out how I set my ice up before, because that's not the same. Not the same. How did I get that refracting ice? Well, I guess it is refracting. Just looks a little cloudier than it used to. It was really clear before. Enhanced Solitude, the dog's the one getting updates soon. Okay, cool. Love my sun sprite. Okay, yeah. Gotta do it, baby. Muy bonita. So we got to look into our ice. Thought I was using just ice. It may be the load order. So let's look into ice. And then let's try... Is there a reason why we're going slow? That's one that we've got to fix. See how it's coming through the building? That's a sky shard we need to fix.
Nice and easy.
I love that snow texture.
Ready.
I mean, that looks like frickin' snow. I'm sure Ireshot can vouch for that. He's very familiar with snow. So we need to look at the ice, though. Oh, hey! There's one of our emperor penguins. Oh, he's dancing. We're gonna dance with you? Oh, wow, they make noise, too. Yeah, I gotta do something about that. It's the ice texture. I mean, the Icy Mesh Remastered is working, but the ice texture itself is dark. We have more Emperor Penguins over here. It's a standoff. Okay, those guys are cute. Items. Better give me a weapon. You really want some of that, doggo?
Too late to back down now.
Just kick you to death. They killed all the penguins. They actually had meat. We can hunt penguins? That's terrible. Slaughtered all of them. Yeah, I gotta do something about that dark ice texture. That's not the one I want. Happy with the snow, though. And I also got to look into this, because that falling like a rock is no bueno. Yeah, that ice looks dark. Okay, so look into ice. Still need to look into skydive. We're in a safe spot or semi-safe spot. Let's give you some better looking armor. We could probably do something like this too.
Ha!
Well, those are some pretty slow animations. You run like you got a stick up your butt, girl. That's terrible. That's terrible too.
Must have scared him off.
Doesn't she run all funky? Yeah, I think that's a Valhalla combat thing. We should really put that as a favorited item. And we should put that in number 1.
Low profile.
Alright, what else were we looking at doing? Skydive, look into the ice. I hate to do it. We were going to go to Riften. Let's go to Riften. Snowvale. Let's watch our frame rate. 60s. Yeah, that ice is dark. Why is the ice so dark? I like Mahale's Birds of Prey. So much better than the originals. Welcome to Windhelm. Frame rate hurting here too. 63%, so it's not the graphics card. It's not draw calls, it's only 7,000. That's something going on with, I'm guessing, HCT SMP. That's a CPU. And once I'm not looking at the city, not a problem. Whoa! That's an issue. What is missing? Something is missing. Who are these guys? Demented Mage. Okay, so something here. What the heck is that? Has a bad mesh. What has a bad mesh? Sven. The great village of Kinesgrove. Sven has a problem. Let's write down that he's a non-player character from the great village of Kinesgrove. And it's basically an armor that's not rigged properly. Don't run body slide after downloading clothing or armor. Yeah, it might be I need to rerun body slide on something I installed that Sven is wearing. So let's not deal with Sven. We're going to actually rerun body slide. Okay. So skydive, ice, body slide. Let's get away from Sven. It's only whatever armor Sven is wearing that's a problem. We should have giant female giants and giant younglings and oh, looks like we've got younglings. That's a male giant. I don't see any female giants around. That's definitely a youngling. Let's see what kind of dragon we got up here. Oh man, we've got a bunch of undead critters here. Where's our dragon? Dragon, I saw a dragon. Where's my dragon? That's what I call my dog Harley. Because when we're coming back from the park, I'm gonna be dragging. I gotta be dragging her. Okay, this is new. Temple of the Ancestors. Okay, this is definitely new. Trinimac? Sarces? Hey, is this part of the Creation Club stuff? This may be Creation Club. Looks like it would be. Because that's new. Call your dog Stinky. Okay, so we've got another thing here that's got an issue. A novice conjurer. So probably the mage robes, yes. Hooded black mage robes have a problem. So it looks like, yeah, it's body slide. Need to run that again. I went really dark on the water over here, didn't I? I was hoping for more of a green. So let's, oh, look at all the well was. Okay, so we're gonna reinstall water for EMB. We'll get our fantasy green back. Because this looks a little dark. I don't know. See, I'm not sure where that came from. I'm just noticing, things that are different. I mean, not bad, but different. I did want to check, there's a roof over here. Yeah, those aren't too bad. That there's a bunch of plants growing out of the roof of this one addition to Kynes Grove. And I had one where they were like trees, and that was too big. All right, let's go fly up this way. Frame rate here looks good. That's a bar. You think you're all that in a bucket of shrimp? That bar just took you out. That's what you get for dealing drugs on the side of the road. There's Mazolft. They seem to be thinking we were keeping it in a closet somewhere. Ooh, look! Creation Club Fishies. What's up, Jeff? What am I doing? We finally figured out what our crash was. I had an SKSE plugin that they said would work for 1.5.97, but was not compatible with 1.5.97. And so what was happening is I wasn't getting a crash log because the game wasn't crashing. What was happening was there was a part of System 32 from Windows. There's a DLL in the System32 file called ntdll.dll. And it helps out other programs do things. And it was shutting down my Skyrim process. Okay, that's a problem. What the heck is that, and what's it doing in my Alien Palace? What is that? It's like right in the middle of my Alien Palace. That's Fort Wind Point. Oh my god. Okay. Remove Fort Wind Point. Or remove the Alien Palace. The not compatible plugin was Combat Pathing. I do like what he did with the dark dolmens. He updated the textures on them. And it's summertime. Summertime, girls. So yeah, that's what was shutting my game down. Windows was shutting the game down because an SKSE plugin was not compatible. Because it has wares. Kajaro, you look pretty badass.
Sun feels good, huh?
He does look pretty badass.
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Fly script is
It
having a
has
problem
been too long
again.
since I tasted it.
You know that our supply is limited. It could be a season or more before we get a new shipment from the south.
My ears hear the truth in your words. Goods and wares of all kinds. My body shakes with the need.
Well, unfortunately, we need to shut this down
Frighten away our customers with
because the fly script is
Yes, of
being a
course,
pain.
you are right. Still,
Yeah, combat pathing.
much for even a few
Great mod,
grains of
just not
moonshine.
compatible with
Get
1.5.97.
out of your mind and do not
Yeah,
speak
so we're having a problem with the... That's kind of a bummer. I might have to get rid of Mist Flight.
Lone travelers can find these woods a little treacherous.
So
Come on,
remove.
Carriage, it's the safest way to travel.
All right. That means we need to do this again. So technically not a crash because I need to shut it down. But I am having a problem with Mist Flight. Where's my mouse? Come here, Mousy. Mousy. End task. Okay. Let's look into some of the issues that we found. So we're looking at the ice. So let's look at ice, which would be here, ice and snow. Come from the land of the ice and snow. So we're using just ice. Icy Mess Remaster is getting overwritten by the EMB add-on. Yeah, it's not compatible. So it's Lux Lux is overwriting Icy Mesh Remastered. What part of Icy Mesh Remastered is getting overwritten by Lux? Ice shader disabled. Partition snow. Projected glacier snow. Yes, that's the immigrant song. That's a nice catch. So let's reinstall this and choose some different options. Meshes are adopted from Skyrim Remastered, Glaciers and Ice. Let's take a look at a bigger picture here. So that's the high poly consistency. That's the high poly fantasy. Let's go with the fantasy ones. They look lighter. And then let's look at, okay, what does this say? This plugin fixes a lot of inconsistency, bunch of things required for the mesh to function at their best, adds backlit meshes to oceans, not compatible with frozen lands. Okay, well that's fine. I'm not using frozen lands. This is light. Not any external mesh. Okay, we want the one with adds external meshes. So we want the full IC Fixes ESM. Required meshes, high poly backlit. Yes. Yes, Pinky. Are you going to say hi, doggy? Come on up. Hi, Angel. Come to say hi? You okay? What's up? What's up, doggy? You're a good dog. You're got the shivers. I don't know why you're shivering, dog. That's not good. I need to go. I might need to go because I might need to take her down somewhere and have her checked out. That's not good. Ice shader disabled. What's that? Disables the ice shader available in ice caves. Projected texture layer in interiors. Mostly very buggy. Will produce stripes. To use this plugin, what? To keep it disabled? All right, we're going to take that. Dined a lot. Expands upon the existing ones while fixing quite a few broken ones. Made for Icy Fixes ESM. Icy Fixes full, that's the one we're using. That's ESP, that's ESL. Okay, done. Important plugin. Not using Simplicity of Snow. Better Dynamic Snow. I need that patch. Okay. Optional ice flows. Slush texture. Well, I kind of like the slush texture. I don't want cracked glaciers. I do want partition snow. We're going to get that. I don't need the loading screen. Replace that. Okay, well, we did good. I need to go take care of my dog because she's shaking and that's not good. So I'm probably going to have to take her to vet and see what's going on with her. So thanks everybody for hanging out. And we will catch you all later on the next one. And say a little prayer for my doggy. All right.